You're gonna see Madara like every other caster who got caught up.
Madara. Madara hanging out with his bros. Thug, who's getting pirouetted right now from Spartan. You know, if you put that A on the front, that becomes ass Spartan right there. Just saying. But we'll see how much ass he's going to beat. Vengeful Spirit is the name, the hero pickup for him. He'll be joining Madara there in the bottom lane. Thug makes his own rotation back towards the mid after picking up the room. Maybe next time on the Bounty Hunter will do his job by blocking out this mid lane quite a bit. And that will leave Mr. Skylark up here as the Beastmaster.
Yeah, Iceberg putting down here. Sentry already. Ooh, they're going to D-ward it, and they're not going to get the D-ward off from Iceberg. Oh my goodness, this is very bad for him.
Very
always
bad.
want to fly in the top lane, handling the Ogre. Going to zone out Skylark here. Storm Rage, Illidan playing his OD. Gallblack playing the Doom, and Funnick is our Batrider this game.
It's a classic right there. If there was Dota baseball cards, I would suspect there'd be a Funnick Batrider on one of them for sure. Like,
oh yeah.
During his Navi heyday period, this was one that many had feared, and something you cannot underestimate. He'll eat a casual magic missile for now, but he can certainly take control fast. I mean, look at this guy go. Boom. He sees Madara, and he sees a jumping opportunity right now, Ryu. Look at him go. It's 9 freaking stacks, baby. But he goes down. I overhyped Funnick right there. My bad. My bad.
I was looking at the courier snipe. Oh, he's going for it. He's going to get it. He went all the way around the courier.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Maybe next time you won't lose your courier, right? All right. Nicely played from the Bounty Hunter. So Ad Finem will be getting the first blood and the courier kill. Could not ask for a better start if you're on the Radiant.
Yeah, and Thug is just manhandling the Zeus right now. Even though he has 5 CS, he's still posturing really well. He's got his bottle already. And Iceberg is just going to live like a life of hell right now.
Bottom lane, it's Funnick in trouble once again. This time, maybe next time he's made his appearance down there, and he goes down again. Oh, they will lose the Vengeful Spirit.
He got 316 gold for the Venge, though.
Did not get the XP, however. But, yes, he did get gold. That's gold to get a TP, and to get... Oh, he already used a TP probably from his last death. So he's got to do the Flight of Shame back to the lane, unfortunately, but... Yeah, he does get a little bit of money. It's still, though, a very difficult time for this Batrider. He is going to be off the mark. And you look at him, he's going to get there and hopefully be level 3 soon. You look at Skylark on the other side. He's also actually been shut down a little bit. Might be because of some of the deny game happening here. It is an OD safe lane after all, so he gets easy denies on that side.
Yeah, and when you have this big-ass Ogre in your face, you're like, please get off me, Shrek.
Yeah.
It's not something you want to have running at you constantly. So yeah, this Beastmaster probably should have started with Iron Talon, but Skylark's doing a really good job, all things considered. He's gotten level 2 in the offlane, more than I would give him credit for, and he's also scouting out perfectly with his boar constantly, and unfortunately not going to be able to steal that EXP there. So the Doom, nice pull from Gallblack, going to be eating that creep, so he's almost up to level 3 now.
We're going to have dual junglers here now, though. Funnick is... Yeah, Funnick, he tried to do the side camp, the new side camp for the offlane. Yeah, Bounty Hunter stalked him there. Now Funk's like, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to go to the jungle, and me and my bro Godblack are going to be sharing the jungle. Yeah, well, maybe next time is here as well. So now he has 2 pools of XP to leech from, and even more creeps to go for the last hit. This has got to be infuriating if you're Funnick right now. Bounty Hunter back in his face once again. This just sucks for the Batrider right now.
And meanwhile, TPN from Spartan in the top lane. They might get the return kill on Always Wanna Fly. This boar. Nice fairy fire.
Okay, Astral comes out as a bit of safety here. Ignite. But not going to be enough damage to get the kill there. Meanwhile, it looks like the Bounty Hunters come across a Goblack in the river. Thug quickly goes back, gets a double damage. Oh, and he's going to be able to quickly charge in. Shackle not going to get connected here. Goblack going to get slowed up now. Orb of Venom will lead the path. And it's going to turn into a 3-2 matchup right now for Ad Finem, and it might not be done yet. Skylark, yeah. Skylark easily baits in Illidan, and, well, I guess Illidan wasn't able to assess the situation. There was help nearby. They quickly converge, and they pick up yet another kill here.
Yeah, and this is just, you know, AF showing off. They need to be careful in the mid lane here for Iceberg. Not seeing the rotations. If they had just went this route, it would have got an easy kill on Iceberg. maybe they figured there was a ward in the mid lane, so it's like, oh, let's just walk back normally.
Yeah.
But they're still applying the pressure around the map here, Dakota. And I'm really impressed so far from AF. That earlier snipe with the courier, always helping out. And yeah, here's the ward I was talking about. Iceberg knows. And the Venge for Spartan has to know there's vision on top of him now.
Yeah. There is a ward, though, also for Ad Finem right behind his mid lane, so they always have eyes on this Iceberg Zeus. A lot of credit to the early roaming potential, of course, for this bounty hunter, making, you know, visits from mid lane to bottom, back at top, and making kills happen all the meanwhile. He's still sporting about level 3.5, so it does need a bit of extra time. Let's touch base with our boy Funnick. He's now level 4, and he's back in the jungle once again. So he's slowly making a bit of headway here. You compare that over to Skylark, and he's a fresh level 4 and still kind of stuck in lane because he wasn't, you know, going down the road of picking up an Iron Talon. As you mentioned previously, he can't really respectfully farm the side camps, and now he has to watch his board just get one shot. So it's a difficult time for him, and it looks like maybe next time his spotted out Funnick now will annoy him quite a bit. But
they got the power shot. He could potentially go down here.
Let's see. Long shot actually connects, it looks like, but not the biggest damage. And the stock continues here. Oh, man. He needs more. He needs about 4 more hits. Funnick, though, takes flight.
I got it.
Should be able to go. No, not going to be able to make it away. Shuriken is going to be there. It's level 2 already. Funnick will fall.
See, we have 2 ninjas on this team. It's Madara, and then maybe next time.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. And speaking of Madara, he's got his Aquila now. I expect him to be going up for the Boots of Travel next, and he's just farming away freely in this bottom lane. Gallback's here, soaking up some EXP, but with this greedy lineup, all you have to do is just immediately dive, and you can see some easy turnaround kills. But Iceberg in the middle lane hasn't felt really safe, but he's getting the farm. That's the one good thing.
27 like, 3 CS is okay, but you do compare that to the Wind Ranger, Mr. Thug, and he's at 42 and 9, so he's definitely getting the better end of the farm game in the mid lane at least. The nice thing for
bottom.
Iceberg, though, is bottom lane, Goblack going to be going down. It looks like maybe next time, again, causing a bit of a ruckus this time in the bottom lane, and they will be able to get the move on the Doom and acquire a little bit of extra economy there for themselves. But, oh... missed another one. Skylark also going to be going down this one at the top lane. Ilden will pick up that one. It looked like the Zeus was going to be pump faking the Thunder Gods, but didn't have to commit it. Yeah,
I thought he wasn't going to die. He astraled him up, and he looked like he was backing away, but then he must have turned around and went for the kill. That was my bad. I could have saw that one. But Skylark going to respawn here, coming to the top lane now. Maybe this is going to hurt him out. He's going to get bodied by...
Yeah, there's a big river fight brewing right now. Iceberg is going to, well, get caught up immediately. Easy shackle land. Funnick now looking to make the jump with always want to fly. They take to the air. Skylark going to get bodied right there. Stun set up. The fire starts to burn in, and now they look for the bounty hunter. Funnick wants revenge, man. And as they fly in, they're caught up from the front. Madara sweeps in with a double, triple remnant, whatever you may call it, leads to the sleight of fist. Dominating now for the bounty hunter. They just coax Team Spirit into a fight where, well, AF certainly have the better positioning and will be taking down 4 at the end of the day.
Yep. And the biggest part was catching out the Zeus, not having all that burst damage during that team fight skirmish. And what a nice victory there for AF. Now they're up 10-4, putting on the pressure. Biggest part now is you have the arcane boost to work with the bounty hunter. He's almost level 6, and this is just when it's going to start all going downhill for Team Spirit.
We'll have to see what the comeback factor is going to be. They have the Zeus global presence now online. Lasso is up, but it is going to be a little bit before Funnick will be able to scrap together anything like a Blink Dagger. And then Goblack straight for Arcanes. Look like he's going more of a utility Doom, right to the Greaves or something, but nonetheless, his Doom is not online yet. Still needs to get to that level 6, so Team Spirit still need a little bit of extra time here. But this Bounty Hunter is already level 6, has track ready to go, and that just means that they're going to look for even more bloodshed. They're smoked up right now. Top lane is set up for the OD. Shackle shot. Connection comes in. Drops down the track. They got the burst fire, and that's going to lead to their first bit of track gold, and it's split between 3.
That's it. Those plays just, you can make them every single time in this game for Team AF because they have a greedy Bat Rider who needs to farm up his Blink Dagger in the jungle. They also have the Doom. You see him in the offlane there. He's not level 6, and you know they're not smoke ganking you. So it's just, oh, they're going to spot out this. No, I thought they were going to go. I thought they were going to spot out this huge stack for Funnick, but they're just playing like a really good team right now in this early game.
Funnick is blitzing for this Blink Dagger here. Knows it could be a little bit of a comeback factor for Team Spirit as they get ready to approach the mid game. But all the meanwhile, still, Matter continues to farm. Skylark has found a new lane to work with in the meantime here at the bottom, so the farm is going to be kind of taken away a bit from the Ember, and he'll do a shuffle through the woods to finish out his soon-to-be Boots of Travel. That adds even more of a global presence to the fight potential here from AF, and that could just lead to more track money. And even their support's really kind of hitting their stride right now. Vengeful Spirit beyond level 6 with a swap already to work with. You compare that to the other side, Always Wanna Fly, still level 5 for him. And for Goblak, though, a fresh level 6. So they do have at least the Doom to work with here. Might put it together with the Blink on Funnick. So we continue to wait for the Spirit time to shine here. I imagine, though, Ryu, if they don't make the most out of that Lasso Doom at the start, then things will not get any easier for them for the rest of this game.
No, and that's the one good thing right now. It's that both teams, sure, Team Spirit's not getting that many kills, but they are farming and they're getting their EXP, where Team AF, they're getting the kills, but they're not getting any more objectives, right? Their lineup talked about it. You really need to have the Ags up on Thug, which he's rushing. Should have it in about 1,000 more gold. But they're just going to be team fighting constantly. And yes, that favors the Bounty Hunter when he has the track, but still, with this really greedy lineup from Team Spirit, you have to take objectives as well as taking the kills.
Nice share of mana there from the mid lane. Bounty Hunter will begin to go on some watch of intel here. I could even see Ad Finem benefit from going for an early gem on this one, taking Team Spirit's map control totally away, especially when they have the Bat Rider. Speaking of which, though, Funnick has been able to put on his Blink Dagger. He's smoked up. They're taking their business to the bottom lane, but there will be simultaneous fights here across the map. It looks like Funnick is going to make the jump. They're looking to get a hold of Skylark, but he turns it around with the roar, and then Madara jumps right in, quickly cleans up the Funnick Bat Rider. In the meantime, they also lose Always Wanna Fly on the Ogre. Madara will end up going down. The burst fires there from Iceberg. Team Spirit will take this fight for 2-2. But it's not done yet. Yeah, he's looking at it, but he decided to hesitate a bit and couldn't get close enough.
Man, you just see the respect AF have. Like, if he just held on a little bit longer, they mass TP with 3 heroes in the bottom lane. So their coordination right now from the Greeks have been superb for me. And they're still going to be putting the pressure on this tower, even though they lost 2 of the big cores. It hurts them, but they're going to be putting on the pressure. Meanwhile, Team Spirit, they are reacting here, but they don't have their huge ultimates online. There's no Odie ulti, no Zeus ulti. Can they hold this?
Good question. We might see the answer here in a moment, but without those big ultis, it ain't going to be easy. Always Wanna Fly is level 6 now, but Ogre still requires quite a bit of mana to get off, additional Fire Blasts and additional Ignites while preempting up some extra Bloodlust, let's say. So has to nurse his mana quite a bit, and it does not look like any sort of skirmish is going to be breaking out. AF will take their business elsewhere, it would seem. As the gold continues to trickle in, it looks like I like this build-up. Bounty Hunter, for now, just a trusty cloak, but do you think it would be to their benefit if he turns it into a pipe at some point in this game?
I think I like the casual cloak. You need to still go back for the mechanism. You need to have a lot of sustain going against the Zeus, but yeah, like you said, I like the item. Also, a Force Staff is really good because somebody's going to get... actually, Force Staff is really good for kiting all the heroes from Team Spirit. And kiting the Doom. Speaking of Doom, Goblak's going to get roared.
There it is. Roar is on. There's the track. Nice little...
Meanwhile, Spartan's in trouble.
Yes, he is. Spartan, though, able to get off the wave and the stun first. Does what he needs to do, but Iceberg once more rushing in for Thug. Has that haste rune and is not going to be able to make the hard commitment under the tier 1 tower. Just a bit too scary for him, but they are going to get the support. Meanwhile, top lane, a half-assed push still continues here from AF, which will allow Illidan to be first to show up. He pops out the Astral. They even have a Veil And that Veil will allow even more output of damage coming from the Ogre as a side. And it looks like it'll be a pullout from AF. So good response from Team Spirit. They're beginning to string together the kills while behind does get them a bit of an extra bounty of gold, but the big bounty is on the side of AF right now. They continue to find track money, and they could find more here. Posturing up for a potential gank. With 4 already committed, Spirit are a bit hesitant. They don't see many on the map, if any at all. That's a nice deep ward, my god. Right in front of the tower. Will they flank? They have the numbers advantage, but they got to expect rotations to come. Still no lasso online. No Thunder Gods. Looks like Team Spirit is straight up trying to pull out, but they've been spotted. There's going to be the Shackle. Focus fire. Ogre's down, and they're going to get the follow-up kill here for Illidan. As they try to make a hasty escape, they will be caught out. Now, they do end up taking down the Bounty Hunter. Godlike has shown up and jumps right on Psylark with the Dooms. That means there's going to be no Roar. Beastmaster set to go down. Will get dropped, not going to get denied under the neutral camp. And Madara quickly making his retreat for the mid lane. Holds a remnant. Looks like he could be good. But he's getting stacked here quite a bit. And there's the jump. Funnick has the lasso now. Is going to be pulled back right under Iceberg. And Iceberg is going to quickly pick up a killing spree here. World's asking and posing the question for Spirit once they're able to get this Doom and this lasso online. Are they going to make the most of it? And so far it looks like they're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, that OD ulti was crippling for them. They lost all of their mana, and then once Iceberg showed up, scouting out, nice. Found out Thug, he's stunned. He's gonna TP.
Oh! Maybe a bit too late for the flame break, but Funnick definitely made him a bit nervous.
Wow, the Doom beat out the Bounty Hunter to a mechanism. That is very surprising for me. They're the same net worth right now for Godblack as well as maybe next time, but not going for the urn. And just going to be helping him quickly get that mechanism. But they just got punished heavily. Nice TP rotations coming in from Team Spirit, and unfortunately they're not going to have those rotations to the mid lane, so they're going to get a tower here in the mid lane. That's going to help Skylark a lot going up to that Necro 2.
Roche as well. Yeah, they are going in. They got the Wind Ranger to help out. The Vengeful Spirits got level 3 wave. That's plenty to work with. Got some little beasts and Necrobook critters. Looks like, I don't know if there's going to be contention. Oh, Funnick, though. He actually committed the flame break already. Well, swap back into a Roar, and they make sure the Bat Rider is not going to be having any problems with this Roche. Typically, you know, flame break, splits them apart, jump in, and grab the Aegis is the dream for your Bat Rider, but not really banking on getting scouted out like that and swapped into trouble.
I mean, you're playing against a Beastmaster. If you don't think there's a Hawk already positioned somewhere near the Roche pit, you have to be a really bad Beastmaster player. And we're not playing Tier 4 Dota here, guys. So that's just easy scouting coming out from the side of AF. Nice Roshan attempt with the Ags and all the Necrobooks still up. And that's the problem with Team Spirit. Once they heavy committed for those TP in the top lane, they just recognized it immediately and took down the Tier 1 tower and then just took the easy Roche.
Spirit might be brought down a peg, and we'll get back into the grind of farm. And Godblack is playing this Doom almost similar to like his Iron Talon tree, just parked in the jungle. We'll find the occasional team fight to participate in once his Doom is obviously off cooldown a bit, but goes right back into the grind to get the utility and probably just get those Greaves online sooner than later, I imagine. Being able to benefit from the extra sustain is pretty huge against this team of AF right now. Illidan, though, after picking up the Veil, going right for the Rod. It doesn't feel like your very typical OD build-up, Ryu, but are these tools necessary for this game, or is this just an Illidan thing?
I think this is one of the games where you want to get it. This is a 100% Veil game coming out for the Zeus or the OD. And because he was in that safe lane, he was able to rush it because he went for the 2 robes first in the side. I thought he might go for the Orchid, but in this game, it's better just to go for the Veil. Bump up all the magical DPS coming out from the Zeus as well as the Bat Rider. And it just helps tremendously during the team fights.
Also got to consider the Rod now picked up. Very nice to have against the Wind Ranger. And his very pesky, evasive wind run.
Dire's top
lane, though, as they rotate. It looks like it's going to be a tier 1 acquired, a potential trade as Spirit have already made their move for the bottom tier 1. Still at full life though, so AF are hustling to go for as much damage as possible onto the tier 2 before Spirit are going to be quick to respond and head up. So the free glyph was already used, and Spirit will respond with theirs. AF just kind of remaining a step or two slightly ahead of Spirit on this one. Still have an Aegis to work with, so Spirit are just getting what they can as well, probably looking to avoid the fight while they have that extra life.
Yeah, you just see the power of AF though. Once they group up, get all their items that they really need, and it's just the power of their pushing compared to Team Spirit, where Team Spirit, all they want to do is just get those pickoffs around the map. It's very hard when you only had the Bat Rider with the Blink Dagger. You need to reliably have the Force Staff to get that initiation and not get picked off. Thug is taking a huge amount of damage because of the Veil right now.
Gotta be careful, man. Yeah, Iceberg Zeus with the Veil. It's no joke at all. And Thug learns that lesson real fast, and they're gonna have to pull out. And I don't think they're going to be able to do anything too proactive with this Aegis in the meantime, but they're going to be happy to get back into the grind of farm. They do have that Ember Spirit, almost like an insurance policy at this point, but it will come at a bit of a price. You're going against something like the Doom and the OD. A serious build-up will be in order here for this Ember Spirit. It looks like he'll start things off with the Battle Fury, but I wouldn't put it past him to have to step off for a Lincoln's in the future. But you know, you already have a Lasso and a Doom on the other side. There are many possible things to pop that Lincoln's.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious to see what they'll go for. In this game, when you have that Zeus with that potential to arc lightning from very far away because he has the Aether Lens,
yeah,
it's not viable sometimes to go for the Lincolns. Instead, what would be really good is to go for the Lotus Sword. And even though you're going to get doomed, it's still worth it just for the Lasso to keep Funnick there and make sure he doesn't have that pullback. So I think it's worth it just to get that on the Bounty Hunter as his next item. Maybe even, like talked about, the Force Staff is going to be very nice. That's what you want to do when you have a Bounty Hunter in your team. You want to try to kite as effectively as you can, especially against Team Spirit's lineup. They have some heavy hitters in the Zeus and as well as the OD. Oh, mid.
Yeah, possible trade. Madara gets the catch with the chains, does some work onto Iceberg, but Zeus will be able to make it away from trouble. He goes in again. This time it'll make connection onto Goblak. There will be a power shot, and it will force out an early mech. Ooh, Thug drops out the shackle and a focus fire, but it's not going to be good enough. And then Skylark again, going to get doomed. There'll be no Primal Roar. They make their jump also for Madara. He goes down. It's already 3. Make it 4. And in one swoop, Team Spirit suddenly just take the team fight. Ruthless as ever. Only Wind Ranger left alive as she continues to farm out this bottom lane. But now Spirit are going to be able to easily get a tier 1.
I think the Ember just died to the Flaming Lasso. I mean, they just did everything perfect there for Team Spirit. They, sealed the deal once they picked off the Ember Spirit, and then as well as the Doom on the Beastmaster. These single target spells that they're able to get off, paying off dividends now in the later stages of the game with that greedy draft.
Really the first time we've seen Ad Finem hit that hard in any fight this game. And Spirit not the kind of team to let go of those leads quickly, but here comes Thug jumping in, focus shot, but not going to be able to do enough work on Goblak. Meanwhile, Skylark, who has been waiting to get off a Mighty Roar, will be able to do one here onto Funnick. They will easily take care of the Bat Rider. That is extra track money going the way for Ad Finem. Team Grease here now will roll out with what they got, and you'll see Spirit quickly go into a defensive stance. I say that, but Always Want to Fly, ooh, might have been no, I guess not close enough to get spotted, though. Always Want to Fly did catch them with the Obs Ward here. Quick retreat here from Illidan, but it might be too late. They could cut him off. There goes the Necro Book. Will be spotted the track, but it looks like he's made it out. Turnaround rod, and okay, that'll be the end of it. So obviously Ad Finem hoping to get a bit more as a response here. Only will take down Funnick, but they are still on the offensive. They're pushing right for the tier 2.
7 seconds left on the Bat Rider. They have that lack of initiation right now from Team Spirit, so they're just going to back out. And speaking of the lack of initiation, now they're going to have the Blink Dagger on Goblak. I really like this decision just to have another great initiation. So they have 2 ways to disable the cores of AF. So I think this game now is heavily on Thug. You saw him go for that Blink Dagger after his Agnum, so he just wants to be that initiator to really set up and then blow up a target, and then next comes in for Skylark. So they both have the same kind of lineup where they're trying to eliminate one hero with these the Roars as well as the Shackle, and then on the other side with the Doom and the Flaming Lasso.
It does come down to execution. We saw in the last big fight, it was Spirit who had the better positioning. Things just kind of misfired a bit for Ad Finem on that one. We saw the attempted Shackle focus fire combo, but very slippery group on the side of Spirit when they need to be. Now clustered up. They do have a smoke here on Always Want to Fly, but not looking to pull it out quite yet. And could be wasting a little bit of time here. Now the smoke will get popped, so they'll make their move south. Let's see if they can get the catch here. It's Thug and the Spartan here residing in this bottom lane with a courier already coming out. This is with a big item. This is Thug's BKB, but they've already made their jump. Thug's going to get the BKB now, but Spartan will already get blown up. Wind Ranger going to be using that BKB to go for the TP and will make it out safely because of it.
Ooh, the Doom. If he had his blink up there from Gallblack, that would have been all over for Madara, or Thug, I mean. Luckily enough, and this is what happens when they go for that plate. You just keep it to the top lane, or just keep pushing out from Madara and the Ember Spirit. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught out, but really good split pushing. Mid lane though, Funnick lassoed up.
He lassoed Bounty Hunter, and Bounty Hunter's full life now, so he just heals up quickly. Kainaroon even going to get snagged right in front of him. They're just playing a game of pickle here with the Bat Rider. He'll be able to make it out south and away from trouble. And that will be the end of it. He's able to rendezvous with the rest of his team. But Lasso will be down for a little bit. We'll have to see if AF are going to be taking advantage of that window or not.
That was a big misplay coming in from the Ember Spirit. He could have had an easy kill on top of the Bat Rider. I don't think they could have transitioned it to anything since Roche isn't up, but just getting that extra track during these team fights on one of the heroes, it's big stage right now for AF, and because they've lost a lot of the last team fights, they need these pickoffs to ensure they're at least getting a little bit of gold.
Not going to come easy though. Team Spirit have been doing a lot of 5-man or serious group movement, and quick purchase here. Buy one, get one Blink special right now between the OD and the Beastmaster, while Funnick will pick up a gem. Huge item grab there for Spirit. Be able to kind of de-ward a bit. You see a couple of aggressive AF wards here through the jungle, but now they can obviously spot out this Bounty Hunter and make a quick first impression. Right now trying to bait out Illidan towards the mid lane. And just will continue to shift as a group. Unless they have a smoke? No smoke. They're just shifting as a group here. Roche is up, so probably heading towards the pit. Nearby is AF. Already tried to preemptively scout from the Vengeful Spirit, but here comes Spirit now. Heading in to go right for the Aegis. Can AF contest or make any sort of impression here? We'll have to see.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to come in time. They're just going to try and split push as best they can before they can take down the tower. Maybe they'll do a lot of damage to this tier 3 tower. They do have a fortify to work with, so... Will he go for the steal, though, is the question. They have the swap potential. Oh, no.
No steal will be had. Spartan not going to be able to go for the deny, but he is drawing their attention away from the pit and away from the top lane. Meanwhile, Madara going to get lassoed up. Kidnap, pull back. Follow-up will be the Roar. Doom's going to be there to lock this Ember Spirit inside the base. He's looking to run, but boom! Gets hit up with a big Thunderbolt from Iceberg. Now they look for the secondary target. They got that gem on Funnick because they can see this Bounty Hunter. Another retreat will be in order, but Bounty Hunter will not be so fortunate here. It looks like he will be dropped. Spirit take the Roche and Aegis take down 2. Bottom lane, Illidan. Not going to be able to get the catch for Thug as he goes into Windrun and will blink away to safety. But a nice boom there for Team Spirit. Things are beginning to falter quite a bit for AF. We'll have to see if they can find a bit of recovery for themselves, because Spirit's economy game is beginning to swell up pretty nicely here.
At the end of the day, they put a lot of pressure onto the tier 3 top tower, but they have to get that tower, and then giving away your Ember Spirit like that, that's costing a lot for the side of AF. And yeah, like you said, Team AF or Team Spirit, their lineup is built for this. They're built for the later game stages. That's their play style. They pick greedy and they go into the late game, and they've played it superbly, where they stopped the bleeding after like 15 minutes and they started taking team fights of their own. So right now they're looking damn good, and man, their team play in this later game is just superior right now from Team AF.
Spirit have been around the block now. You know, maybe not their best run at the Shanghai Major, but they have definitely been shoulder to shoulder playing with some of the best. AF, though, still looking to really break into the scene at this point. So coming in as the underdogs puts you in a win-win situation, while Spirit, the pressure can be on here. Mid lane, it looks like they're making a jump for the Bounty Hunter. We'll be able to get it with the help of the Zeus ulti on that one. Will come at a cost of the tier 2 on this bottom lane, but Spirit are planning on moving forward while they still got this Aegis here. They still have to pull back. I mean, yeah. Dara already back inside the base. That's a tier 3 down. And the rest of Spirit are running back. Oh, a jumping from Always Want to Fly. They're making a move for Skylark on this one, but there's going to be the Roar, and the Necro Book just goes to work on the Ogre. And we'll be able to take him down. Spartan. Bottom lane, Spartan going to get lassoed up. Playbreak bumps him back. Thug going to get swapped in, but it doesn't matter. Vengeful Spirit will still end up going down to a bit of burn damage here. Now can Thug make it away? Has the Blink, has the BKB. Looks like he'll be safe. Not too shabby. Look at this. Even top lane, the Rack's even under. Still a little bit of pressure. AF did find a way to kind of split and pull Team Spirit back in a way. They're not going to be moving forward, and this continues to stall time out on this Aegis.
That was really good play. I'm really impressed right now from AF. Like you said, they split up the map. They took the tier 2 bottom tower, and they took a lot of damage on the tier 3. It's almost dead, 500 HP. Got the top one. So the Beastmaster can now go for the rat play on top lane, can take down the range racks. That'll help out a lot for the economy of AF, and they desperately just need to do something around the map. So right now, maybe wait out the Aegis, but they've positioned themselves nicely every single time. You have the Vengeful Spirit constantly babysitting the Thug, and during that team fight, it looked like Thug was actually the one babysitting the Venge, keeping her alive, but they're doing a really good job having their supports staying behind their carries. Oh, meanwhile, on the top.
Oh, they spotted him at the Thunder Gods. Goblak gonna get spotted out here. And they already pounce onto him before help can show up. It is taking a little bit of extra muscle power. He gets the Greaves off. He's still good. Running under a scorched earth. Everyone else is already pulled out. And that will be the end of it. Goblak gonna live and be good. Man, the durability on that guy is just a bit too much. And it ends up turning into a Bounty Hunter takedown. Goblak will get the last laugh in the end as he makes it back to base safely.
Did you see that VAC Zeus ulti? Oh my goodness, what a great play coming in from Iceberg. I think this ward, though, scouted out somebody's rotation up here in the top lane or something, and they were just seeing, trying to maybe cancel out some of the blink daggers from AF. And bottom lane here, more action. Iceberg's in trouble.
Yep,
Not
there's
gonna
a magic missile. Thug, man, he hits like a truck. Now the crit is in his pocket. Spartan looks like he'll pull back it away. Storm Rage, no, not going to spot him out with the Astral, and he'll be able to make it out. AF really kind of frustrating Team Spirit here. It's kind of like a nice plan B of gameplay here from the Radiant side, where they were very proactive on making pickoffs happen, and now it's just, they're really being frustrating. Hanging out in these side lanes, they still make those pickoff opportunities, some of them not as profitable as they used to be, but it's forcing Spirit to be anywhere from pushing across the river. So we already saw the Aegis kind of get stalled out, and it just seems like it's going to be very difficult for Team Spirit to be more proactive in the objective game. Still have all 3 tier 2s standing, and it's going to take a big team fight in a way to kind of persevere and move past the river for Spirit.
Yeah, this is just showing 2 different players, play styles coming in from AF, and they're doing a great job of just, constantly going around the map, split pushing it out, and trying to go for those pickoffs. Whereas before, the first 15 to 20 minutes, they were grouping up as 5. And we could see if Spartan is probably going to go down here.
Yep.
Poor guy.
Win for the rune, but that led to a quick death. It is just a Vengeful Spirit after all, but Spirit are going to happy to take the free grab nonetheless. Still have quite a bit of time here on the Roche, which, unfortunately for Spirit might be their next best opportunity, as they will scout things out. They'll see the Bounty Hunter inching forward towards this top lane a bit. While bottom, Madara continues to push out. He's been able to finish and pick up that Lincoln Sphere now. And this is more time for him to continue to farm. So this Ember can be a force to be reckoned with in the late game if the game does persist this way.
Yeah. The biggest thing is how are they going to group up though for Team Spirit. Normally you don't have that much burst damage with the Ember unless they're all clumped up, and with the Doom he's going to go for like a mass armor build. I'm considering it for the later stages of the game. Probably AC, Vlad's, that helps out tremendously against this Ember Spirit, and then are they going to have enough DPS? But like you talked about, Thug, he's 9-0 right now. We haven't even mentioned his name about the 9-0, but she's playing like a monster here. We saw how he just evaporated, like iceberg evaporated, and right now it's kind of on him going into the later stages of the game for all that single target burst damage. So hopefully he won't get picked off by the the Doom as well as the OD. But right now we haven't talked about it too much, so we'll go back to it. You talked about the accuracy coming in for the Rod of Athos. That's nice, as you talked about for the win run, but the biggest thing right now is for the OD. The two things he hates most in this world is BKBs and evasion. So
yeah,
right now he's going to try and go for a sheep stick. So he can disable the Wind Ranger, blink on top of him, sheep him before he casts that Wind Run, and then Thug might be blown up. So I agree with this item. Don't go for the Shiva's Guard in this game for Illidan. You need that lockdown. And then Skylark.
Yeah. Don't even need to use the Doom on this one. Plenty of assistance there. And they've also spotted out this Bounty Hunter. Jump in from Iceberg, man. He is not going to let him out of his sights here. Starts bringing down the pain and the thunder. And that Bounty Hunter will be as good as dead. He's making him sweat for it, though. Pops the heal off and everything. And finally, Illidan will be able to get that kill in the end. His OD also pretty good performance. 12, 4, and 4 for him. Back to the grind, though, for AF, just as they are losing a few in the top lane. Madara will jump in and try his best to split the pressure up. Goblak, tries to get a hold of him with the stomp here. Funnick on chase, but he is already long gone, man. He is slippery as hell. Could have potentially been doomed up, but minding the Lincolns, let's say. He's making it very difficult for Spirit to catch.
Yeah, and this Doom went for the Shadow Blade, trying to be very sneaky from Goblak. I do like this. It's kind of having a Shadow Blade on a Magnus. You try to go around the map, find a free RP kill, and transition it to the Roche or another objective. So Goblak is playing a little bit greedy with his style, but it can pay off if he finds the pick.
Iceberg has also grabbed himself for now a Ghost Scepter pickup. Will help a bit because the physical damage that's going to be coming out from this Windrunner is going to be a bit out of control. And if he can even turn it into an E-Blade, that could save someone's life who's getting caught up from that shackle hit. Daedalus now in order for Thug, so when is the best opportunity here for maybe AF to go more back on the offensive and try to come together as a group? And is it in a lane as they draw out this top lane, or should they be checking in on this Roche? I mean, it's going to be up here any moment. Team Spirit are already in the neighborhood. They should have a Hawk to kind of work with here and scout it out. Is it important to them that they contest this Roche and not allow Spirit to get it?
It's pretty important, but as we've seen during the team fights, it's really hard for AF to win them at certain times, depending on their initiation. That's what this game is going to come down to, who gets the better initiation. And right now, Team Spirit have just outdoing them right now, or outclassing them. So it's really hard for me to say, like, hey, you should try your best to contest the Roche, but at the same time, you give away an Aegis, a Cheese, a Spartan even.
Spartan does get caught up with the lasso here. They'll lose their Vengeful Spirit, which is probably the least of the worries here for AF, but now down a man. It looks like Spirit here know their advantage in numbers, are going to try to make more haste to see if they can get the catch on any. Oh, tracked up. Phonic now changes course and is looking for a catch here. Has Blink in one. Ooh, will not be able to make the right move to get a hold of this Bounty Hunter and takes the low road instead. Thug and Skylark look like they're toying with the idea of making a move into the pit here. And while this happens, man, look at the split pressure. Madara's in the base now, just going to work, and that is going to force the other parts of Spirit back. Look at him. There's up, down, left, right. Where do we go? We going for the Roche? We got to go back to base. Iceberg will step back and be able to kind of spam out these waves, but this is what I'm talking about, man. Really, the Radiant side are just forcing Spirit to pull their hair out.
I would be too. They're just doing a really nice job of making them go back to their lanes, defend them, but the problem now is that it's pushed out, and Madara is going to be TPing to the top lane now. They need to make something happen. They need to try to get this top lane, but because of this Doombringer having that Shadow Blade, you just don't know where he's going to be. So Skylark, now that he pops his Necro 3, will have vision of Goblack. He runs in. Okay, Creep Wave's going to spawn. They're going to see Goblack here.
They got pull on Thug near the Roche pit.
Goblack.
Swap will be there from Spartan, and then they're also going to get the cleanup here on the Thug. Not that same moment
Top
as
racks,
mentioned.
though.
Yeah, top. The Goblack does go down, and the racks are going to be soon to follow here. A big response from Ad Finem. Yeah, you got the Roche. That's cute, but we just got your base. Team Spirit hustle back. They finally get the Roche down, but now it's their mid lane under a bit of pressure. Skylark and company might have to pull back as Iceberg makes his presence, but look at jumping coming up from Madara. Gets a nice double chains and cleaves right through him. He's going to be forcing out the Ghost Scepter here from Iceberg. Goblack has bought back, moved in, still has the Doom. Will not need it there to take out the Bounty Hunter, but a lot of the damage already done, and they still need to clean out the remnants inside their base. Creeps are already attacking these tier 4s. Spirit will have to pull back. They have an Aegis now, but they'll have to wait for their 5-man to get back up and try to find a response here, because it's still Ad Finem doing the most work.
It's just so impressive how they've changed their playstyle. I'll talk about it again. Man, even though they sacrificed Thug, they sacrificed their revenge, but they knew the greater good was going to come at it by going for that top racks. I'm very confused why Goblack went for that play. Spartan, though, poor guy, he's just getting punished this game. He's like highlight die, 2-11 right now, constantly picked off, but still, his team is winning the game. He's trying to put up wards for his allies. It's just not working out. They're finding ways to kill him off. He's
doing a good job handing off Vengeance auras to the side of Team Spirit, though.
Yeah.
So that's the benefit. We'll be hitting. I mean, it's minus 51 damage. That's nothing to scoff at. But I do have to wonder if Spirit are going to have to consider the Tinker Wards, if you will, because they continue to camp out on the side. And yeah, Madara can just do plays like this where he's got the Blink Dagger. He can. I mean, look, he's already down here by the side shop, for God's sakes. Yeah, that was an easy jump in, one sleight of fist, good cleave work, and he'll be able to get out for free.
To the other lane.
Yeah.
Like they top Skylark mid for Madara, and this. Oh man, this is perfect play now. It just shows how you can just do a 180 or a 360 in the game. And now he's back in the bottom lane. He's gonna push it out. This is good.
It's similar to as frustrating as when you're just going against something like a Nature's Prophet. It just kind of keeps coming in from the side.
Spartan.
Oh no, Spartan again. Spotted out.
Please.
He's taking the ganks. It's really all it is. And you know what? That is something that AF are going to be happy with here. Yeah, it sucks a lot for Spartan, but...
He died. Aegis down. Madara's
top
TPing
lane.
in.
Now they're going to make their go. Madara is here. Ghost Scepter will save him from the damage in the meantime, but now he jump in from fun. If they get the lasso catch through the Lincoln Sphere onto Madara, he turns back, sleight of fist, going to get the kill for Iceberg and the follow-up for Always Wanna Fly. It is Ad Finem who are doing the real hard-hitting damage on this one. Madara going to be taking a double kill. 3 from Spirit down. And they just can't handle the pressure, man. This top lane still getting muscled in. Even after the racks go down, you don't really expect Ad Finem to be up there parked with that much of a team, but they have really taken it to Spirit when you would think that Spirit have the upper hand, and they did. About a 7K net worth lead, completely taken back from AF.
Yeah, Illidan is costing them a lot of this game right now. He has 5.7k gold. He just needs to sell his treads right now and buy boots of travel. If they have that TP at top lane with the OD, oh, he's mad.
Yeah,
Illidan's mad.
Get that Thug! Boom! Blows him the hell up. Get that freaking boar! Rods him up. Man, he's definitely not happy right now. It will kind of be a little bit unnerving there for AF. Madara is not looking to back down from any sort of skirmish or push pressure here. He's happy to juggle between the top and the mid lane, but Goblack now in Shadow Blade, stalking him a bit. Can he cancel it out? Yes, he can. Then Infernal Blade. There will be the roar, though. The counter fight from Skylark, and We'll see if there's going to be a response from Spirit on this one. They head to the high ground, but the mobility factor from AF is just too sweet.
Middle tower is under attack.
Godlike baited in. Man, Skylark, a man waiting in the wings.
The rune of
There we go. Illidan has his Boots of Travel now online. Trying to figure out what he should go next. Moonshard, he can consume it if he wants to. You want to save for buyback at this stage of the game, though.
Yeah.
The Veil, at this point, you would probably want to sell it. In this situation, I think Shiva's is still good, and then Refresher, or vice versa. You need to have as much armor as you can against this. I mean, these two cores from AF are hitting like trucks now. Madara, he's got the Demon Edge. Is he going to do it?
I don't know if a rapier really feels necessary. Could it just be double cleave?
Maybe another crit.
Yeah, or not double crit. I meant double crit when I said double
I know,
cleave,
I got you,
swear.
bro. I got you, no.
All right. So, yeah, double crit. Maybe it'll be beneficial to him on this one. I mean, he's almost can be one-shotting at that point easily. Even Iceberg at this point. So it's...
If AF get 2 rapiers, imagine on Wind Ranger and the Ember, boy, how can you not cheer for this team?
They are the underdogs, just running their way through this European qualifier. Spirit, team just at the major here, trying to at least qualify for Star Ladder. Thug, though, they make quick jump. Illidan is going to be able to get the quick grab there for the Vengeful Spirit. Well, they
Doesn't
still
have
scout out for
TP, he's
others.
gonna get
They don't
found
see
out by
Thug. They
Funic.
spotted him.
Oh.
He's going to get Yulesed up now, forced to pop the BKB, but the lasso is going to be waiting for him. They pull him right back into the arms of Rested Spirit, and they will go into a, well, 4-on-1, but Thug is going to get Funic potentially here. They cannot break through that win run. It takes so much time to get this Wind Ranger that Ad Finem just move themselves into the mid lane, and, well, they try to do a little bit of work. It will force out the Glyph. We got to see. These are the huge windows for Spirit. They can get these little skirmishes, and they take a big name like Thug in this one. But are they going to be able to make it far past the river? Every time they go for moves like this, you see AF just kind of knocking down the doors once again at the base of Spirit.
Yeah, they're horrible at taking towers, and that's just showing you how bad this draft is if they don't manage to kill off all of AF's heroes. Because, yeah, the constant splish push coming out from Ember and the Beastmasters been a big problem, and now they're just kind of going all in here in the mid lane. They have the Boots of Travel back on their heroes now, so they can reliably all be at the team fight, and that was the biggest problem now before when they lost to top racks.
Iceberg is stuck back on creep sweeping duty while the rest of his team is finally making their advance towards the side of Ad Finem, but just to break through the mid lane a little bit, eventually they will have to double back and defend their home. The Roche clock will continue to tick here a bit. Godlike will probably scout it out, but we still have a minute before we'll get to see the real timer in this one. And
You didn't
looks
even
like,
talk about Ember Spirit new item, Dakota.
oh my God! I guess I didn't even notice here. Rapier, really? I mean, I guess he feels safe enough that with his Blink Dagger, with his Lincolns, he'll just go on those very ambitious leap in with Sleight of Fist and just
He
quickly
just crit
retreat
for
out.
1,500. Oh my.
This is one-hit knockout potential. I don't know if Spirit
He has
are
a lot of
prepared.
spare gold too. Once he gets up to the second Divine Rapier, put it back in base.
30K
He has
net
the
worth.
potential to buy back. So
He is very big. He's a big boy. And here comes Spirit in the area now. They go for their own ward. And now Godlike will go into Shadowblade here and go on the prowl. Beastmaster, I believe, still has a gem. He does. But Bounty Hunter is the one kind of getting close here. Alright, looks like they'll pull off. This is huge, man. Next fight could be game. Especially with the Rapier now being involved. You're not going to be seeing the same ambitious split coming out from Ad Finem on this one. It looks like they're going to be kind of clumped together more so. Now be spotted out. Iceberg dishing out the Thunder Gods here. We'll see the advancement towards this mid lane, and quickly Spirit begin to have their own response. Godback looking to come in from behind with the Shadow Blade, but there's going to be no opportunity there. Ad Finem, I mean, look how much more hesitant they are once the Rapier comes on. They see them already pull back. They see the Thunder Gods come out, and they'll just reposition, go back to farm, and wait their next opportunity. It might have to be at the Roche here. Secondary timer is a bit longer. It looks like we have about 1:30 left till it does respond. And you can bet your sweet bippy that both teams are going to want to get a piece of that.
Are they going to trade the Aegis and cheese for another set of Rex? Are we going to see it, Dakota? That is a huge question right now.
I know.
Because they could be baiting that and try to go for another thing, a big play coming out with Wind Ranger and Venge, trying to, steal the Aegis or kill somebody off. And so there's a lot of big things or big plays that AF can do to really help them in the games. But right now, as for the last 20-30 minutes of this game, it's been all team spirit in the team fights, but all team AF for the maybe next time gonna get scaled out. This movement speed.
Oh my god, it's like ridiculous. The second the Thunder Gods hit, he's like, I gotta go, and he quickly blinks away, but not even that's good enough. Like, that just shows the catch potential there from Spirit. They just get a brief glimpse of the bounty hunter nearby, and they just go for it. And like a zebra to a lion, they just make the chase, and eventually the meat is theirs. Now bounty hunter is going to be taken out for just about a minute without a buyback here, but they've spotted Funnick. Yeah, that's a gem down. I thank God I was there, because if you blink, you miss it. Funnick dies just in an instant. Yeah. Instantly dead. Oh my God, 70 seconds, no buyback. That guy is deleted. 8,000 gold, Ember. Double rapier, maybe? I don't know. They go right for the pit now.
Know.
Without a Bat Rider to worry about, he has buyback now, but with a rapier, it's going to go down too fast. Even focus fire, oh my god. Easy Roche, easy life. Madara gets the Aegis here. Now has the security of that. This is going to be the ultimate defensive test for Team Spirit in this game. Already 50 minutes, man. This is just game number 1.
It's just game number 1. I like that icing on the cake for this. Great stuff so far, and oh boy, we're in for a good treat. As yesterday when we casted later on against the Pro Dota, it was an amazing series. Skylark hunting, always want to fly too far out here. Doesn't have the stun. Shuriken.
Top lane, or sorry, mid lane rather. Thug has made his move, got the tier 3. Will get doomed up, swap back. Not going to get denied. Both him and the Vengeful Spirit will be going down. Madara continues to just snipe out the waves here, but not committing too hard for any sort of skirmish. Not yet, at least. Spirit lose that tier 3 mid and almost lose their tier 3 on the bottom. Again, still a struggle for Spirit to kind of make the most out of these trades. Again, Illidan charging down this mid lane, looking to make past the river while up and above. Maybe next time been snagged up, kidnapped, pull back here from Funnick, and now comes the mighty Illidan, just bops him down with 4 shots. And here comes Team Spirit back on the offensive. The draw out has been there from AF. They're hoping for Skylark to just make his advancement through the top lane. Madara is here. Does not have his own boots of travel to kind of rendezvous with them. Ooh! It looked like Iceberg almost made the catch there for the Beastmaster. Didn't get it. Madara now has a second rapier.
TP. He doesn't have a TP for 25 seconds, and yeah, this rapier is just if he dies. Funnick,
whoa!
Shot.
Quick slip out. Funnick takes a hard hit, but will quickly Yule. Spartan, dead again. Astral. I mean, the Sanity's Eclipse was committed for that one. They get the lockdown. Madara runs in, long jump. There goes the slight. It slashes on up. Gonna get the finish for Funnick. Now they're gonna be looking for Illidan. Always want to fly
blink
desperate
out.
for multicast. Not gonna be able to get it. He gets the blink up to the north to make it back and away. Can Illidan make the escape? He's scouted out from the bird. Remnant forward, sleight of fist. One more second. Boom! Got him. Double kill.
A crit.
And even a crit. Yeah, just as some little extra spicy flavor. Here comes Madara again. Oh, Iceberg.
they have him.
Iceberg could burst him down.
Aegis.
Goldblack jumps in. This is all for the Aegis. Skylark now
Goldblack
moves in. Goldblack is dead. Oh, Thug also. Don't forget, can't sleep on the Wind Ranger either. Also hits pretty damn hard.
Man. Oh boy. Who has buyback? Who doesn't? They all have it except Funnick. They really need Funnick right now.
Don't have him though for 29 seconds. This is mid lane Rax set to go down. Thug pops BKB to make a hard commitment in. Madara jumps in, sleight of fist will take out half of Iceberg's life on this one. Quickly critting through Iceberg. Gets off the Thunder Gods here. Jump in, comes down from Illidan. Goes for the pop. Hitting up Skylark here. He needs another second. Gets off the roar, but ends up roaring himself in the end. He ends up dying. Madara jumps in, slide a fist. Crits on through. Madara gonna get up. That's gonna pop the Lincolns.
What did he do?
Now they look for Spartan. Spartan will drop. Madara gonna get Lincolns. Not enough. Pull back lasso. That is going to be a rapier down. Who snagged it up? Dude, Goblak. Okay, Goblak has the rapier. What they may not know, though, is that Ember Spirit does have another rapier waiting. Has already picked it up. Has the money
Doug's
for a
going
buyback
for the
here.
plays. Bottom tower, they're going to get it. Oh, why did he? All right.
He pulls back.
Doesn't have a TP. Well, this is really bad for Thug. He's just going to, I think he's just going to go for it all right now.
They might. And he just pinged out the bottom racks now. We'll have to see. There's the buyback. What is he going to do? He's hustling
You
in.
ate the cheese.
Spirit Rush down towards the bottom here. Oh, they're making a rotation play here. Trying to get a hold of Thug. They've spotted him out. There's a jump in from Illidan. They might get him here. Easy flame break bump back, and that'll be the end of Thug. He does have a buyback. Otherwise, it will be 80 seconds on the sidelines.
Man, these last 5 minutes have been so great. It's all coming down to the execution of the pickoffs and even having one buyback extra. Like if Gallback didn't have buyback there, that could have been the game for Team Spirit. And just everything is panning out perfectly for this late game scenario for Team Spirit. That Zeus ulti scouting out, constantly getting these pickoffs with the boots of travel in. Oh man, very good game so far. And at least they're not going to force the Wind Ranger to use her buyback. And I can only imagine if Thug has a Lincoln's on himself, there's nothing else to really go through the BKB. You have Lasso and you have Doom with his Doom right now. So you can at least make them use both of the ultis on top of you.
Yeah.
Because he has that BKB Lincoln's, but it's just not coming out for him. And the other side of things, Team Spirit. Just one kill away on the Ember Spirit, and this game is over.
Would be nice, as you were mentioning earlier, if this Bounty Hunter was able to grab up a Lotus to be able to assist. Maybe if the Wind Ranger can't quite finish out her own Lincolns, or the extra, defense, obviously, for someone like Madara in this game. But the Bounty Hunter is still trying to play a bit of catch-up with the farm game on that front. You could say the same for Venge. Poor game for Venge, obviously. Only 4.6k. She has definitely eaten a lot of the ganks. The serious gank tanker, 2-16. Could be still a positive service for the team, especially will feel a lot better if they can walk away with the win on this one. But Spirit not letting up whatsoever here. They are already back crossing the river once again. We've got about a couple of minutes here before Roche, so we'll see if Spirit try to do something with this window of opportunity. But high ground defense is also very, very good here from the side of AF. Primal War to work with. A pending Shackle Shot could just be an absolute disaster for being able to siege the low ground. And, of course, Madara being able to get off continuous sleight of fists. There's not even a way they're going to be able to get the creeps to get pressured inside the base. This is just the start. I mean, we have yet to see Spirit really have to siege into the base of AF this game, and I just don't foresee it being easy at all. Unless they get a big team fight and take them out, and they're not there to defend.
The only way they're going to get it is with Funnick initiating with his Batrider, or... Yeah, they have a lot of mobility coming in the side for Team Spirit. They can jump in, BKB with the OD, go just blink in, seep somebody. So their initiation is really good, and that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to hope that they can dive deep into the enemy base and get those pickoffs before they can push that Rax, because, yeah, they don't have a front liner to just hit the buildings. It's horrible. So at the other side of things now for AF, like you talked about, I think, yeah, the biggest thing is they can just get a Lotus Orb. Even dispelling the Sheep Stick in a lot of these team fights, that would help out tremendously. But maybe next time went for that pipe, helping out against the Zeus. Went for that Blink Dagger. I can understand why he went for it, because they have Spartan with the swap, and he has Force Staff now, but we know the story with Spartan. He's just getting constantly picked off, so they have to reliably... In these team fights, they should be saying, we're not going to have a Vengeful Spirit, because unless they're going for that high ground siege, because most of the time, Venge is already dead before anything happens.
Iceberg will commit out the Thunder Gods to get the insight to see what's happening on the side of Ad Finem. I mean, this is the part of the game where you don't really get to really practice very often. You don't see these in your scrims every day. When you come down to really when a lot of your cores are just at full-out critical mass and trying to close things out at the hour mark. Here comes Spirit on the hunt now. Funnick already in the skies. Long blink in.
My courier?
On the courier.
Radiant's courier
Now, it wasn't
has been
holding
killed.
any sort of cargo, but you can really see the range that Funnick can jump, man, with that Ether Lens pickup, benefiting his force, benefiting his blink dagger. He can really get in there fast. This time only for the courier, though. No hero pick.
Radiant's middle
But Spirit
tower
now
is
are going to
under
continue to
attack.
scout out the Roche. It's up in just about 20 seconds here, so we'll have to see if Spirit are going to get it and if they find the right time to go for it without losing a lot of their base.
Man, Iceberg has some spidey senses. Just backed out at the right time. 5 seconds more, and he would have been picked off by the Wind Ranger. So, getting these boots of travel now for Thug, going to be able to split push as effectively as his counterparts now. And just another, spotting out for the Thunder God's Wrath. We haven't talked about it too much, but since he had the Octarine for a long time now, 60-second cooldown pretty
Yeah.
much for the ulti. So just spam it when it's up. And this is go time for AF. Now that with no scout ability, they're just going to smoke, go for a big play. Oh, it's on the creeps. It's on the creeps. They could see that.
Let's see. I think it
So-
was pinged out. Yeah, the pipe effect could be spotted here. They're hiding back and behind. And as this happens, they're just going to beeline it into the Roche pit here. They go into the Roche pit. Ad Finem, are they going to make the jump here for Iceberg? There's war
Yep.
number one. Skylark does have... Well, they kill him so the TPs don't come through. They got to get back in there and get
Go
the
for
job
it.
done. Those are TPs
They're going for
down.
it.
Funix was used. So was
They used the
Illidan's.
ODs too.
They were all used. That's going to force out a buyback there from Iceberg. It doesn't look like they were able to make a lot of work inside the Spirit base, though. They didn't quickly hustle in there. They were a bit hesitant. Ooh, that could have been scary.
That was still good for them, though. They made Iceberg buy back, and if he goes down again, that's a huge
Yeah.
damage component for Team Spirit. Obviously, the biggest thing right now is just the OD. I feel like he can manhandle everybody with that cheap and the refresher right now. I mean, if you thought you're not going to have any mana with one Sandy's Eclipse, just think of two on top of your head. Like, two hammers? How do you even get up after that?
I don't know. I mean, we can ask Mario. He's had to deal with a lot of that in his life, I'm sure.
Ask some moles
Yeah.
in the ground.
Does look
whack
like
them.
the Bounty Hunter was able to pick up the ring, so I hope that's the early component for the Lotus Orb. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Mid lane, though. Ooh. Move for Funnick. Why is the shop not closing? Get off my screen. Okay, the lasso, unfortunately, was on a illusion. Will be frantically pinged out. Will only be about 50
Top lane,
seconds.
we
Well,
got a lot
top
of players.
lane, spotted out. Thunder Gods jumping from Skylark here. Got the other roar with the refresher being committed for this one. Always want to fly. He's going to be dishing out the Lotus. He's got the Ghost Scepter. This Ogre is big and fat and hard to bring apart. Now they turn around for Skylark. This could be the end of the Beastmaster here. It looks like they might be able to get the grab. Meanwhile, Illidan is going to be able to get quick cleanup on the Bounty Hunter. That's Beastmaster down. Both of them have a buyback. Spirit are going to try to force him to use it here. Because really, these other two lanes are just not pushed out enough from Ad Finem to be able to pull Spirit away from making this kind of move.
Yeah, no Necro book, and you can't go for that pickoff. So it's really weird. I'm surprised Wind Ranger or Beastmaster or Ember Spirit didn't go. Like,
Doom
he could
is
just
also
leave a
up
remnant.
here. He is just strolling in. They want the better target, though. They want Madara. Or not. They'll kill Spartan because, he's the punching bag. Oh! Oh, my God, that damage. Funnick. Self-fuels. Barely keeps
Bottom
him
lane,
alive.
though. Ouch.
How did Spartan get down there?
Radiant's
No.
top tower
They get the
is
grab
under
onto
attack.
Thug and will quickly take him out. That is 4 down from the side of Ad Finem on this. Madara still lives. He's got plenty of money if he wants to get another backup rapier. I forgot
think at
that
this point-
that Goblike has a rapier as well still. You don't get to see him right click very often, but if he does get close enough, my God, he packs a punch.
Yeah, with that Bloodlust now on top of him. I mean, we haven't seen the impact of this Ogre at all besides his Lotus Orbs in this game. But the Bloodlust on top of these heroes could start coming into play with this high ground siege with the right clicks. And yeah, they have to stay so far back at the tier 4s because of the initiation from Team Spirit.
Spirit are in the base now. They're muscling for a tier 3 here.
Oh my,
Well,
dude.
Goblak is just shrekking these racks in the mid lane. Madara going to be forced to make a move. A buyback will be coming out. Spartan, well, he'll be dead again. Now Funny makes a jump. Lincoln's popping all over the place. Goblak commits in. Does get the Doom off on for Thug, and quick retreat back to the fountain. Are they going to stop him here? Sanity's Eclipse going to be committed. No one else goes down. Illidan going to get roared up. They got the force to bump him back and away. And they start bouncing off the tracks here through the Lotus Orbs. Illidan goes back to what's important, tries to hit the tier 3. Now they turn on for the Bounty Hunter, jumping from Goblak, but there goes Madara. Huge cleave ward coming out from the fountain even for this one. Spirit, though, persevere. Very low on life. Goblak going to be going down. Has that Aegis, though. We'll be able to bounce back with Rapier still in hand. Always want to fly, though. Eating huge damage from Madara. They're trying to get out. They didn't even get the tier 3 for this one. All the meanwhile, Thug inside the base. Trying to go for the tier 4s. Goblak, a man on the run. He holds a valuable Rapier here. AF want it. They're thirsty for it, and they're going to get it. And it looks like maybe Ad Finem have just...
It went down. Oh, it just went down because of the creeps. So, I mean, one Rax at this stage of the game doesn't matter at all, but still. Going down there, they're going to put the Rapier on Courier. There's nobody else who can even take it besides Thug. And
give it to Spartan. This man earned it.
oh, he's doing it all in.
Double Rapier. He's got a third in the frickin' stash.
He still has buyback. Still has buyback on this Ember Spirit. That could be the biggest game changer right now. Woo! They're going down mid.
All right. Here we go. Iceberg, Illidan.
Swap.
No, Lincoln's pop. There it is, though. They get the swap off. And then Illidan is going to be down. He is out 2 minutes. No buyback. That might have just been the game. Iceberg shredded apart. Madara, the human blender right here. And it is just all over. Insta triple kill. Insta base. That was a pleasure of a game, man. Over an hour. But Ad Finem, man, they start the game with one play style. They evolve, they adapt, they change. And Madara of Naruto, or whatever you want to say, man, he pulls out a bit of an anime story in game number 1 and brings the game back in the favor of Ad Finem. Well played.
Yeah, he's bringing honor to his Uchiha clan right now. But this is such an amazing play coming in from Team AF all out throughout the game. They got a little bit too aggressive early on and got punished for it heavily, but what a play going into the later game. And it's just going down to Team Spirit, right? They are forced to dive, but they went a little bit too deep there at the end of the game, and they were just all grouped up near the fountain. And the biggest play for me was just Funix Flame Break, pushing all of Team AF back into the fountain to help them heal and better position them. That hurt a lot, and oh boy, what a game. And when you're diving like that into the enemy's base, if you kill any of them, they're just going to instantly buy back. They are instantly there in the team fight. So fighting that deep hurt them a lot and probably cost them the game at the end there.
It was a long game number 1, so we'll quickly cut to a break. But when we return, game 2 now, as it's going to be Ad Finem versus Team Spirit. This is the Star Ladder I-League Invitational. I'm Kyle Guy for Beyond the Summit, joined by Ryu Boras. We'll see you soon for game 2 action.